Hi everyone, Dawn here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. I've got Eric with me, so we are going to, we're gonna chit chat and taste some stuff. We've got Carolina style barbecue fries.
$2.99 only.
$2.99 only, which seems ridiculous for a bag
I
this
remember when
size.
they were $2 only. And then
Yeah.
they went to like $2.29 only.
And then we've got the all-dressed Lays. This is the first time I've seen them. We've got tangy, sweet, savory. So we'll see how we like these. And then we've got the chocolate-covered pretzel Oreos. And last, we have the Selena Gomez Oreos. It's
What are those all about?
cinnamon cream cookies. So I probably won't like these. But, you know, I got to try all the different Oreos. So we've been watching, because I'm preparing for a video series about Shonda Vander Ark and what she did to her son, Timothy Ferguson. If you don't know, Shonda Vander Ark and her son, Paul Ferguson, slowly tortured her 15-year-old autistic son. We're lopsided. Her 15-year-old autistic son, Timothy, and he passed away from, you know, starvation and hypothermia in July. He died of hypothermia. We've just been listening to her trial again and stuff and talking about it, and she's just... Eric feels sorry for her.
She sucks.
No, he doesn't really feel sorry for her.
Well, you know, she's traumatized.
Yeah, she's been through so
has
much.
memory loss problems. And
Yeah.
she's really suffered a lot.
Yeah, she's suffered so much. So what are you going to try first? These Carolina style barbecue fries?
Yep.
I like Chester's cheddar fries. Here you go. It smells like Carolina barbecue. Carolina barbecue is the vinegary, right?
It's my personal favorite style of barbecue, I think.
Mine too. Although I love Gates.
Gates is good. Gates and Sons.
Do y'all know Gates and Sons barbecue?
Those are pretty good. 2 snaps up.
Those are tasty. Yeah, 2 snaps up.
I don't think I've had any Chester fries in many years.
Those are pretty good.
Wait a minute, I had a Chester fry.
So, put these over here. And now we're gonna try, because we have to try savory first, you know, because dessert is last. And now we're gonna try the all dressed.
They don't really give any specific flavor. It's just sweet, savory, and
But it looks like
tangy.
there's, like, that looks like that might be vinegar or something. Barbecue sauce.
It's just like all their flavors thrown onto a chip.
Maybe like the whole shebang. Yeah. All the best Lay's flavors in one bite. Well, the best Lay's flavor to me is the plain. So
There's probably a little bit of plain on there too.
they're the whole shebang. They're good though. So it's like vinegar and oil and barbecue. Maybe some cheddar.
Pretty good. You're getting a big hit of kiwi.
If you don't know where he gets that big hit of kiwi, it's from a skit that Melissa McCarthy did on Saturday Night Live when they're taste testing a ranch dressing. And she's like, oh, I'm getting a big hit of kiwi. It just stuck with him.
It was a good one.
Yeah, that's a slightly milder version of the whole shebang.
They're good.
These will go good with our meatball sandwiches tomorrow.
I don't have a palate cleanser.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Okay. Now we're going to try the chocolate-covered pretzel Oreos.
Don't see how those could be bad.
Yeah, so, you know, this Shonda Vander Ark, if you've never heard of her and you watch my videos on her, it's going to put things in perspective for you on Gypsy Rose, Amberlyn Reed. I'm not going to say so much Stephen Stearns, but Amberlyn Reed, if for those of you who watch Amberlyn, isn't going to seem so bad after learning about Shonda Vander Ark. But most of you probably
Gypsy
already
Rose
know
is
about her.
Still pretty bad.
Yeah,
though.
Gypsy Rose that's pretty bad.
So is the pretzel the cookie part and the
So-
chocolate is the...
I don't know.
We're about to find out. Those are good.
So the cookie is really good. It's just the cookie, and it's a little salty.
Cookie is kind of the pretzel-y. I thought maybe there was like little pretzel bits in the filling or something.
And then the center is chocolate.
Those are good.
These are really good. Limited edition.
So far, those might be one of my favorite of the alternate flavor Oreos.
I'm not really getting pretzel from it, but I get the saltiness and the chocolate.
I'm
It's
getting pretzel a little bit.
maybe an Auntie Anne's pretzel. It's topped with salt and chocolate flavor cream. Those are pretty good. Let me tell y'all a story. So, I don't know if you watched the video the other night where we were taste testing and we were talking about how Eric delivered a adult toy. So, I'm going to tell you my story. Should I tell the story? You think it's going to make me look bad? I didn't do anything wrong. So, I got an order for lotion and a adult toy. And I was like, what is going on? This is the second night in a row we got an order for something like this. But the tip was really good, so I delivered it. And it was in this really posh, fancy neighborhood. And I'm driving down the road, and I see these two kids, 13, 14 years old, with little skin-tight shorty shorts on. They were boys. And I didn't take a good long look at the shorts to see if they were underwear or swim trunks or whatever. I didn't want to be staring at young boys. But they were like waving me down. And mind you, this is like 2 o'clock in the morning. And so I pull into the driveway and the kid comes up to the car. Very nice young man. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, and there's a whole bunch of bikes. So they're probably having some kind of sleepover or something. And I was just thinking, should I give this to this kid? Technically, I really shouldn't
I don't
even.
think kids ride bikes to sleepovers anymore, though, like they used to.
But there were so many of them. There's like 8 bikes.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
But it was weird. So I'm like, well, it's paid for. I'm technically not even really supposed to know what's in here. So it's not like, as far as I'm concerned, it could have been candy or whatever. So I just give it to him and I get the hell out of there. And I'm like, I've been thinking about it ever since. Like, what was that? Why did they order that? Lotion and this toy. And it was like double rotating, vibrating.
Double action.
Something, yeah. It was something. And it was like, I was like, oh, and it was big. It was in a big box. So I'm like, what? I mean, maybe the mom ordered it and just told him to go wait for the delivery person to get her bag or whatever. I'm not sure. I cannot be sure, but it was weird. Or, you know, young boys just being extremely curious, and they were in a rich neighborhood, so they probably have their own credit card or debit card or whatever, but it was weird. I just thought it was weird, the whole situation.
Were the shorts shiny?
No. Were the shorts shiny? But it was weird. It was really weird.
That's important. If they were shiny.
Yeah, that's important. Okay. But I think maybe they were just curious. You know, 13, 14-year-olds are curious, and 13, 14-year-old boys are... I have 3 brothers, okay? And I have a son. But Marshall was never weird, though. Or was he weird and I just didn't know about it?
He wasn't really weird.
Yeah.
A couple of his friends were a little weird.
Yeah.
I think you've told that story
I think I've told the story before, but a lot of y'all are new here, so let me tell this story. So Marshall had this friend. He was a sweet boy, but he was a little messed up. And one morning, I got up and I'm getting ready, and I'm not paying attention to my bra, and I put my bra on, and I'm like, ow, what is that? And I check in my bra, and it's a safety pin stuck in my bra. And when I look at it, and there were a couple more safety pins, and then didn't I look at another bra and it had safety pins in it too?
I don't know for sure. I thought it was just the one, but apparently there's more to the story than I thought there was.
Well, anyway, but you're remembering this with me, so. But there was like 3 or 4 safety pins in this one bra. And I told Eric about it, and Eric went and I'm like, who did this? Because we didn't even have safety pins in the house. So Eric went up to the boys, Marshall and his friend, and was like, what did you say? Like, do y'all know anything about safety pins? And the other boy, the strange boy, didn't even look up, like, whatever they were doing. He was just sort of like, don't. It wasn't me. Don't. No. You know? But... yeah. And then I got to work and I was telling my boss about it. How I'm like, there were safety pins. And she was like, oh my God, he's a picarist. He's a budding picarist. You know what a picarist is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
I don't know what that is.
It's, there was an episode of SVU about it with Chad Lowe. Chad Lowe was a picarist in it. It's poking women with sharp objects, with tiny sharp objects. Picks, basically. The Chad Lowe character would go and jab women with hat pins.
Did they talk to someone and say, yeah, he liked to poke them with Are we going to go there?
In that episode, Margot Kidder played his mom.
Oh.
And at the end, spoiler alert, it's a really old episode. He stabbed her to death and then was laying in the bed with her naked. Because she was fooling around with her son. But yeah, he was a picarist and would stab women with safety pins. It's a pretty rare condition, but it exists. And but anyway, my boss was like, oh my God, he's a budding picarist. And she may have been right. The thing was, he was a straight A student, super duper smart. He was in a bad family situation. I think both his parents were in prison and he was living with his grandma. But he was super smart. And I loved him to death, but... oh, let me tell you what happened one day with him. I was outside with him and Marshall, and this woman came up to me and was like, you let your son play with him? And I'm like, yeah. Why wouldn't I? I said, he's a sweet kid. She goes, but he's black. And I went, oh my God, no. Remember
Someone
that?
said that to you?
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, she came up to me and she goes, but he's black. I was like, oh my God. But I was like, oh, no, no.
What were you like?
No. Yeah, she really said that to me. I'm like, we do not care about things like that in this family. And she's like, I'm like, bitch, what do you got to be so snotty about? Your daughter's out here selling her snatch on the street. I don't know that for sure, but yeah, I never told you about that.
I don't think so.
I feel like I did, but maybe I didn't. You surely would have remembered that. Yeah, she was like, but he's black.
Huh.
And then I couldn't wait to get to work to tell my black friend about it, because she loved racist stuff. She would turn it into the funniest stuff. And maybe I'm not the person to talk about this, but yeah, she was like scandalized because I was letting my child play with the black child. Like, I don't care about that. That is not an issue for me at all. That was, yeah, I thought I told you about that. It's so much BS happened while we lived in that particular neighborhood that there's probably a lot of stuff that I haven't shared with Eric and he hasn't shared with me, because it was just such a trashy neighborhood. He wasn't a trashy kid. He was a great kid, except for the needles in my bra, the pins in my bra. That was weird. But that to me was a cry for help. But I mean, what was I supposed to do? Go to his grandma and say, yeah, your grandson put 4 safety pins in my bra. And then when I put it on, I got stabbed with them. And they were strategically placed too.
Were they actually placed to where they would poke you?
Yeah. Yeah, strategically placed.
Okay.
But only one of them poked me. The other 2 or 3 didn't poke me. It was just weird. So.
Okay.
That was probably one of the weirdest things that ever happened. Then the thing with the sugar. I had a sugar bowl and I filled it all the way up. And then the next day I went in there to make tea and I got the sugar bowl and it was almost completely empty. And I still to this day, and that happened twice. And I still to this day do not know what happened. I have no idea what happened. He didn't add sugar to anything. And I really don't think Marshall would have touched it. I don't know what happened to the sugar. Weird. And it was when T was staying with us. You know, I don't want to say his whole name, but
right.
And I just can't imagine his skinny butt going in there like blah, 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 to the sugar bowl. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was weird. And you remember that, don't you? And then, one day I was taking a nap and I was sound asleep and Marshall was outside playing with his friends and Eric walks in the room and this is what he says to me while I'm sleeping and I'm groggy. He goes, I just called 911. And then I hop up and like, where's Marshall? Where's Marshall? Remember that? But he called it on the people across the street because they had a pew-pew. So, yeah. Which was still a safety issue for our son, but yeah.
I think I might have said something else before that.
Yeah.
I don't remember for sure what I said.
Yeah, but you should never wake up a mother of a young boy who's outside playing with his friends that you just called 911. That's not how you should start the conversation. He may have said something else, but like I said, I was asleep. So it was weird neighborhood.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess we gotta try the Selena Gomez cookies now.
Usually we don't start all that till after we're done tasting everything.
Yeah. So it's very pretty packaging. Okay. Here's what it looks like. Little the Selena Tors, T-O-R-S. I don't know what that means, but anyway. And then the other side is just regular Oreo. It's lighter color than other Oreos. And it looks like it's 2 layers of a filling. So we've got the creamy side, and then maybe I could dislodge this, and then it's got that side, which I assume is the cinnamon side.
They have several different patterns. This one's got some kind of heart thing on it.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. I'm not crazy about cinnamon. I think I may be a little allergic to it, because I've reacted poorly to it before. It's too much sugar.
Pretty good. I'm not really a big cinnamon fan, except for cinnamon rolls.
I like cinnamon toast.
Those are pretty good.
They're good, but I've had too much sugar with the other Oreo.
I mean,
Those aren't
that's
bad.
not Selena's fault.
It's not Selena's fault. I'm not blaming Selena at all.
I kind of felt like.
It was pretty good. I don't know. I think that's pretty much tied with the pretzel ones. I like both of them equally.
They're both pretty good.
Yeah. But my favorite, like, limited edition Oreo is still the fireworks. I like the fireworks ones because I like, at the end, you get the pop rocks. It's like pew, 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 pew in your mouth.
I like the peanut butter ones.
Yeah. He does like the peanut butter ones. Maybe one day you'll get your own signature limited edition
I would
Oreo.
just have peanut butter cookies with peanut butter filling. Pretty much like Nutter Butters. Or you could just not buy any of those and just buy Nutter Butters.
Or you don't have to do any of that. Okay. Hi, kitties. Hi, Brian.
They have the round Nutter Butters too that come in the little packs at the gas station.
Oh, they're round? Remember when we ordered the chocolate covered Nutter Butters from Hercules Candies? They were good, but I think I could just do them myself. The Hercules Candies are good.
They've got an enrober.
Yeah, they have an enrober. I don't have an enrober.
We just got to stick them in there. And
Yeah, but then you don't get the jiggle of the enrober where it like thins out the chocolate
and coats the bottom of them properly.
and coats the bottom of them properly. Yeah. So, if you
Or
haven't,
you could go to Golden Corral and dip them in the chocolate fountain.
I don't think they have the chocolate fountain anymore, but that's like a low quality
don't.
chocolate though.
I think that's like Hershey's syrup or something.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Hercules Candies videos, you should go check them out. That's a fun channel. I like it. Remember when Terry ran into the wall and like right after they had it done and crashed into the wall? And that was funny.
I do remember that.
That lady's funny. But yeah, you should check out Hercules Candies on YouTube if you haven't yet. They're great. I enjoy their channel. It's very wholesome. It's
They make candy.
Yeah. A lot of it. But Max isn't on that channel anymore. Max was my favorite recurring character. All right, well, I guess that's it. All of that was good. I think that's the first taste test video where we've done with multiple things where everything was good. Everything was good. So
They were all pretty good.
yeah. So we're going to go. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to everyone later. Bye.